Tonight on City News Connect.
Panic. Nobody knew what was going on.
They landed the missile on our town's airport.
We had a call from our colleagues that war start. We didn't expect that it will be real.
On February 24th, 2022, Vladimir Putin launched an illegal war against Ukraine, destroying cities, shattering families, and forcing hundreds of thousands to flee their homeland, some with nothing but the clothes on their back.
But moving across the ocean, armed with only a suitcase of necessities and the heavy baggage of war, isn't the future that so many of our new neighbors sought or wanted. I'm Christina Howard, and tonight we take you into the lives of some of Calgary's newest residents, women, men, and children who lost everything and who are now fighting to start a new life and make this foreign country their new home.
My name is Dmitry Honcharuk. I came to Canada at August 25, 2022. I'm from Lutsk. When war started in Ukraine, I was in Belgium, and my friends, he's called to me, and he say, Dmitry, we have war at Ukraine now. It's very terrible, and I can sleep after, and start search information, news. It was really sad.
You're far away from home. People are going to ask, why didn't you go home to help?
Because the main thing it was stay in Europe and making money and send back to my family and to my friends. That was main thing why I'm not back to home. And I have helped a lot of friends, and I think it was best idea.
He made his way across Europe before making it to the Rockies, but it wasn't exactly a smooth transition.
I started my life here in Canada, from the bench. Yeah.
From sleeping on a bench in the airport?
Yeah, sleeping in the bench. I'm sleeping maybe 13 hours because I was very tired. And after I'm start to go into downtown in Calgary on my foot, and I see it's almost night. I was very hungry and tired, and I think it was better idea the boat in the Walmart tent and sleeping close to the Calgary Zoo.
Доброго ранку, Calgary.
When Dmytro thought about exploring the Canadian wilderness, this wasn't exactly what he had in mind. Coming up, the helping hand he never knew existed.
Where am I getting all this energy from? It isn't an elixir, a pill, or a new workout. It's moderation. I still drink alcohol, just less of it. And that gives me the energy I want. Something is different, and that's me. Moderation. It's worth it.
It's the big sofa sale on now at the Brick. Save hundreds on hundreds of sofas, sectionals, recliners, and more. This top-rated Canadian-made sofa comes in 2 colors. It's just $8.99. This reclining sofa, also available in 2 colors, only $13.99. Save over $800 on this sleeper sectional, just $16.99. Plus, get ready for patio season and sink into this 3-piece set for only $5.99. The Brick, saving you more.
Sally's having a hard time focusing on her yoga routine. She's thinking about her family and how to protect them should anything happen to her. With North Cover Life Insurance, she'll be so well covered that it would be like she's wearing a parka. And like a parka, North Cover keeps you well protected. Sally, why don't you try that stretch again? With North Cover Life Insurance, take comfort in affordable coverage that doesn't stretch your wallet. And if you're not sure where to start, don't worry. Applying is easy. Expert insurance advisors are a phone call away. You're covered for death by any cause once coverage commences, with a cash payout of up to $1.5 million. Plus, if diagnosed with a terminal illness, you'll receive your benefit up front. Looking good, Sally. Being well protected sure feels great. North Cover, comfort in being protected. Get a quote today. Call 1-855-293-1010 now or visit northcover.ca.
The Service Big Share Contest is back, where one lucky member will win $1 million. Anyone can enter. Just add savings to your account or bring your savings over to Service. The more you save, the more entries you get. Service Credit Union. Feel good about your money.
Cannabis affects everyone differently. Moderation matters. Test your moderation smarts at cannabisensequiz.ca.
Escaping Russian occupation and leaving your whole world behind isn't easy. Finding a home, friends, work, and just learning how to navigate an entirely new country is difficult, especially when you don't speak the language. But an entire community here in Calgary has rallied behind Ukrainian newcomers. The Church of St. Vladimir is Ukrainian Orthodox Church, and it's become a beacon of hope for thousands of newcomers. Now, every Saturday for the past 2 years, a group of volunteers has come here to provide food and clothing and basic necessities for newcomers, but also to help them navigate an entirely new foreign country. To date, they have helped almost 20,000 Ukrainian evacuees, and that's just what this little group has done here in this church basement.
Welcome to our center. It's Ukrainian evacuee Welcome Center. It started in March of 2022. And those are my wonderful volunteers. Been with us just about 2 years. Polina and Daba. Coming in, this is our center. This is Lyubov Ivanovna. She's responsible for clothing and second-hand kitchen like supplies. So Mama Luba, we call her, she's from Donetsk region, and she came here about 6 months ago. Anything you can think of. We are very blessed to have very good partnership with local settlement agencies, immigration agencies, and these are representatives of those agencies. So when people come in, they get clothing, they get some kitchen utensils and everything, and they get information. People don't know where to stay, they don't know English, they don't have nothing, they came with backpacks. We switched the program because there's quite a bit more government programs available, so we switched for immediate support for that breather while people learn how to orient themselves, how to learn English.
About 20 people are gathered on this Saturday to practice their skills. They even take a break to teach me a thing or two. How about I just say "Yata belu blu bahato bahato"?
I want to kiss you.
I want to kiss you. I wanted to kiss you. That's what you said to him.
Yes.
If you want.
If you want.
Without English, you're not going to go anywhere. Absolutely anywhere. And you can't get a job. So how can you get gainful employment if you don't have English? So there's obviously a government program that takes about from 8 weeks to 6 months to get into. Well, that doesn't work for Ukrainians because they're not getting financial support from the government that they can sit do nothing. They get $3,000 per adult and $1,500 per child. Like, how can you live on that? We all know it's impossible, right?
Have you visited anywhere else in Alberta?
No, we have arrived to Canada only 2 months ago, and we were very busy of finding our first accommodation.
Many of the students and volunteer teachers also volunteer in the Welcome Center.
So Natalia came to our center. They were sleeping in the airport together with 3 kids. And she came to our center. She always cries when she talks to me. I don't know why. And we found her place to stay. And then their kids in school now.
And she's
working.
And she's volunteering on Saturdays.
Every Saturdays. And that's a success story for me. Luda came here from Volynska Oblast. And Luda works here. She was a lawyer in Ukraine. She came here. She's cleaning the church, working for this church, and volunteers every single Saturday here helping us. So I consider that to be a success. you know, it's a start. It's that start that needs to be given to people, and then they need to be actually given a chance.
Хлопці, хліб може потрібен.
Yulia and the center gave Dmitro that very chance.
She rented for me the hotel 5 days. After 3 days, I found a room in Calgary, and after 4 days, I started working in downtown in the restaurant like dishwasher.
Within a few weeks, Dmitro started a welding apprenticeship, a far cry from the law degree he had just earned back in Ukraine, but a big opportunity for him here.
In the good company, it's we weld in many stuffs for oil and gas, and I can be useful here.
He's earned enough to bring much of his family here and found some creative ways to set up their home.
We don't have any furniture. We sleep on the floor first day, but I have a great idea. I make the paper and put right there, and ask neighbors if you have some furniture what you don't use, you can. We will glad to take it. Yes. And after 7 days, we have all neighbors. They come, the coaches, tables. The very kind Canadians help for us.
Under the emergency visa program for Ukrainians, they are able to work for up to 3 years. But if your qualifications don't carry over and you can't speak the language, your options are limited. AM Cleaning has hired several newcomers.
When the invasion of Ukraine has started in February of 2022, I was feeling so helpless because my brother is back home, my friends are back home, my parents are back home, my grandma, and I wanted to go back home to be useful in some sort of a capacity. I just couldn't be here cleaning and living my happy life. So I spoke with a few people, and they told me that I can use my business as a tool to support Ukrainians who are now coming to Canada, so they can start somewhere. And suddenly in 2022, I hired my first Ukrainian newcomer, and then the second, and then the third, and there have been 14 of them since, who have come from Ukraine to escape the horrors of what is happening back there. So it has become a very special company.
Now, while Maria cares about cleaning out all the little nooks and crannies of a customer's home, she also makes sure that her staff get more than just a paycheck.
So I know that stimulating them socially, going to workshops, learning new things, going on a raft down the river, having a barbecue during summertime in the park, going to a spa when it's minus 40 to warm up our bones. Those are very important elements, not only for team building, but also for them to enjoy themselves, because let's be honest, they work so much. They might not have an opportunity to do it themselves. We truly want to empower newcomers to use this company as a stepping stone while they're settling in here.
And while Maria is laying out the foundation for newcomers, others are carving their own paths, like Annalena Taran.
Одразу запитання, що це таке?
A 24-year-old broadcaster, when she fled Ukraine, she did so alone.
Усім привіт, і спочатку масово.
But she's held on to her values and her dreams.
From my childhood, I believe that I can change world a little in the better way. And when I entered to the university to be a radio specialist, I dreamt about my own channel or my own program.
During the week, she works for a real estate company, but on the weekends, she returns to journalism.
Okay, so where are you taking me? It is Ukrainian coffee house. It's my lovely place and close to my office and place where I run my news every Sunday. And usually I take from this coffee house something tasty.
Okay.
And you need to try this tea. It's my lovely tea from Ukraine. And we go to run news.
All right, let's do it.
Okay, so what's the kind of tea?
Buckthorn orange tea, it's my lovely, but in Ukraine we call it like обліпиховий chai.
Okay.
It's so sweet, it looks like orange juice, but you need to try it. It's with a lot of vitamins, and I never tasted it in Czech Republic, never tasted it in Canada, and just here we can try it. We just need something tasty because it will be more cute for my news. And you know, when I finish the news, usually I have time to relax and just eat this. And like, okay, I'm done with this, just go editing. Like, I need energy for editing. This is my small office, little studio.
And Alina is a one-woman show. She dresses her set, she shoots her own news, she writes and edits her stories, and she does it all on a shoestring budget.
So when you were in Kyiv, you worked on a morning show in a big studio, lots of lights, lots of staff. And now in Calgary, you're trying to do your own news station, your own news show, and you've got a desk in an office that Monday to Friday you work in, but on Sundays you've turned this desk into your news studio.
You know, for me maybe it's like more important that I can create something from nothing. And like just simple table and office place, I can rebuild to like studio. And when little magic, you turn lights, you use coffee, you use some decoration, and like you turn on your imagination about what you do, and like yes, it's at the one moment it's changed.
А я вже готова розповідати вам про нові новини цього тижня. І давайте не відтягувати час, а поїхали.
And it works for her viewers too. Every week she uploads a video, and every week thousands of Ukrainians in Alberta tune in.
It's about that you know your history, that you know your community, that you be human for other communities around you, for other nationals. And also it's about that people don't forget about war in our country, because we're so far from Ukraine. We have different kind of life, and I see how sometimes I'm also just focused on myself. And now this program, it's like bridge between Ukraine and Canada.
We'll talk to you next week.
Volodymyr Bratvik is building bridges too. The lawyer came to Canada shortly after the war broke out. Now he's helping to heal those left behind.
So what is this space?
Basically, it's our warehouse where we keep all our supplies, like all supplies that we buy, like all supplies that are donated by our donors, by business owners, by some hospitals. So you can see like mask, gowns, like hats, like all kinds of supplies, and some diapers, and urology supplies, colostomy supplies, like wheelchairs, crutches. You can find literally everything here. Medical Mercy Canada, we kind of small charity, but we are crazy enough to think that we can change the world. We have many charitable projects around the world, like in Senegal, in Somalia, in Thailand, Myanmar, India. But after the war started, we have been helping Ukraine.
And that means collecting and shipping medical supplies to hospitals and long-term care homes. Equipment that's hard to come by since the start of the war.
Electrocardiographs and Holter monitors, they are the most needed, like they are the most needed in all children's hospitals in Ukraine. In some regions, like small local hospitals, they are willing to accept like everything, because they literally have nothing, and we are trying to help like all of them.
When we come back, how some evacuees are learning to find creative ways to enjoy their new life in Canada.
Tonight, City TV has the all-new season of American Idol.
You're going to Hollywood.
American Idol, all new tonight, 8/7 Central on City TV.
It's the big sofa sale on on now at the Brick. Save hundreds on hundreds of sofas, sectionals, recliners, and more. This top-rated Canadian-made sofa comes in 2 colors. It's just $8.99. This reclining sofa, also available in 2 colors, only $13.99. Save over $800 on this sleeper sectional, just $16.99. Plus, get ready for patio season and sink into this 3-piece set for only $5.99. The Brick, saving you more.
Hi, I'm Abel.
I often forget to mention that he's an amputee because Abel will try any activity he can.
My helps me with basically everything.
He doesn't see what he can't do, he sees what he can do.
Yeah, this is helping.
The War Amps has just given him the ability to do all the activities every kid can do.
When you donate to the War Amps, you help kids like me. Thank you.
Starting March 5th, your small premium roast coffee and favorite McMuffin are only $4 plus tax. Get the perfect morning pairing and every last bit of deliciousness, all for only $4 plus tax.
Cracker Barrel. Now this is cheese.
Introducing Tim's new sweet chili chicken loaded wraps and bowls.
Oh, there's like a hint of spice. I love it.
Packed with delicious and hearty ingredients and topped with our new sweet chili sauce. It's time for sweet chili chicken. It's time for Tim's.
Lady Luck coming through. No more bets. 19 words. 19 words. 19 words. It's like I don't even exist.
There's no such thing as luck. If you gamble, use your game sense.
Multiple stab wounds could indicate a crime of passion.
Who would do this? Everyone loved Eve.
Leto Award. Highest art award in the country. This doesn't add up.
You don't know me.
Are you okay?
I can't remember anything.
Anything at all?
When was the last time you saw me?
I never liked art dealers, and I don't like half-baked theories.
Dmytro has been in Calgary for 18 months, and this is his prized possession, a 1979 Lincoln Continental that he and his brother fixed up. He has another car, but this one is special. It's inspired by one of his favorite actors.
Before I watch a car like this with movies with Jim Carrey, like Mask.
Who can?
Or
yes.
I don't know how it's.
Like The Mask.
Yeah, like The Mask. Yeah.
And now here you are in Canada driving one. The car, house, job, and Alberta adventures give the illusion of a carefree life, but the war still weighs very heavy on his shoulders.
I have a lot of friends here. I lost 3 of my friends and 1 uncle in the war. I'm very worried about my family, about my friends, because the war is not first year here. I know how it's working. Yet the enemy is very powerful. I know in the brave Ukrainians, it's very impressive.
Since he's been in Calgary, Dmytro has sent thousands of dollars back to the cash-strapped Ukrainian army to better equip itself for the fight, allowing them to buy better arms and ammunition to protect their homeland.
I support Ukrainians,
yes.
The guys who the war. It's from Dmitry, from love. It's a grenade because
you sent the money for it.
Yeah, that's my main thing. Why I'm here, for support himself, my family, and other Ukrainians, for my friends who stay in the Ukraine, who stay in the war, Many guys they need to support. It's very terrible situation. Yeah, I'm trying to help here.
It's a common theme shared by so many immigrants from all over the world. Help those who are left behind. But for newcomers from war-torn countries, the pull seems to be that much stronger.
I'm trying to do everything I can, and I'm so glad that I found like people with who we are on the same page, we are on the same page, and like people who are willing to help, who care what's going on in Ukraine.
That's Yulia from the church, getting an award for her humanitarian efforts. And that's Annalena, trying to connect other newcomers to their new community.
I feel that it's like my home. I feel here who I am, and I see opportunity. And I think that here I will be more helpful for my country, for Ukrainians.
It's a really great country. It's people everywhere. It's a good attitude, and for Ukrainians, and I feel care and safe here.
If you could say anything to, the Russian soldiers that want to fight Ukraine, what would you say?
It was a big mistake, the fight with Ukrainians. Ukrainians never give up.
In October of last year, the federal government made it easier for evacuees already in Canada to seek permanent residency here. Now, many of the people we spoke with shared they would be applying, but this isn't a choice they wanted to make. They want their homeland to be safe and Putin's attacks on their homes, families, and cultures to stop. Ukraine has made it clear it will not surrender. And Calgary's evacuees overwhelmingly show that they won't be defeated by Putin, the Russian army, or even the language and cultural obstacles they face here.
Leon's Beach Bash Super Sale ends Wednesday. Save up to 50% on furniture. And other than the taxes and fees, don't pay until 2026 with 0% interest and no monthly payments. Ends Wednesday. Visit leons.ca for details.
Cannabis affects everyone differently. Moderation matters. Test your moderation smarts at cannabisensequiz.ca.
The Service Big Share Contest is back, where one lucky member will win $1 million. Anyone can enter. Just add savings to your account or bring your savings over to Service. The more you save, the more entries you get. Service Credit Union. Feel good about your money.
Cough and cold symptoms? Buckley's knows you'll try anything for relief. It's not that we don't believe in the near mythical powers of chicken noodle soup. We just believe in Buckley's more. Buckley's. It tastes awful and it works.
Depend offers all-day protection, so you can say yes to almost anything.
Yes! 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 No.
Depend. The only thing stronger than us is you.
There are some words you never want to hear in a medical crisis. Too far away, too far to reach, too far gone. STARS was born from the conviction that no one should go without the care that could save their life. Care delivered by minds that innovate, hands that heal, hearts that reassure. Because when it comes to the next patient who needs us, it's never too far.
D-Day has finally arrived. The deadline is here.
It's NHL trade season, and Sportsnet is here for it with the NHL's most comprehensive coverage.
That's a team that's trying to win a Stanley Cup.
Are you betting your season on what you have right now?
On TV, the Sportsnet app, and Sportsnet.ca with breaking news and insider information from hockey's most connected sources.
This is the ruthless pursuit of the Stanley Cup.
Hockey Central Trade Deadline, presented by Bet365, March 8th on Sportsnet.
As the war continues, refugees and evacuees will continue to flee. Up to 90,000 additional Ukrainian evacuees are expected to land in Canada by the end of March. Now, we know many of those will choose Alberta and Calgary as their home. The hope is that the foundations laid by those who have arrived over the past 2 years will make the transition even easier for those on their way. Now, that's it for City News Connects Calgary. Thanks for tuning in and stay safe.